through. Just let yourself, baby, feeling oh so silky smooth. Just let it shine through. Just let yourself go. So glow.
Love y'all, boys. Love you. Love you. I go to war with every single one of you, every fucking game, all right? Love you, 1-7. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Win.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have me douse, not what I'm about, have your fucking cloud. It be raining now, I keep making sound, go another round, bitch I'm legend bound, can't stop me now. You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. 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 It's showtime.
Welcome to Friday Night Lights. I'm your host, Tommy, to the highest degree, to the TOP from the 313. And by my side is my main man, my Toucan Sam, the one they call the Apex Man, Mr. Mikey. Happy Friday to you and happy Friday to all of Bill's Mafia rocking with us tonight. What up, Mikey?
Nomad Chad's got your saying down.
Yeah, 303, 313, but dude, so close. But you were right.
So
you
close.
are right, Nomad Chad. You are right. Hey, Chad.
I'm great, brother. I started 2-week vacation tonight.
Yes, you did. And I am tired. I'm not going to lie, folks out there. I'm sorry for the piss poor Monday night podcast I gave you guys. Mikey was under the weather. Mikey's feeling much, much better, by the way. And obviously, you guys know on the chat that I told you my dog was Princess right here. There she is. Yeah, she heard me. Was also under the weather. And it was just on my mind, and it was just a clunky show, and I apologize for that. It happens. But Mikey, boy, I got a flat tire last night. I was telling you before we went on, and man, what a disaster that was. Had to get a tow, and I'm on a little sleep, but we're going to get through this. We're going to get through this Friday Night Lights. We're going to have fun. The chat is already live in here, so we got a lot of stuff to go through. We got a lot of signings, and of course, that's your part of the program, which you give us the updates on the NFL and what's going on around the league and the Buffalo Bills. So go ahead, Mikey. Get us started, man.
Well, we got to start with the big news, right? First, Mr. Fulton's in the chat, the most interesting man in the chat.
Yes,
it's his brother's birthday, so happy birthday, 25.
Ah, dude. All right, so it's his big brother, right? My brother's Carson's big 25th birthday. All right,
that's right.
There you go.
That's right. So we'll start with what Trek says. Matt Judon was signed to the Bills practice squad. What's your take?
He was. My take is exactly what we talked about, I think yesterday, right? When I said, why not? When we text the other day, I said, why not? Why not sign Matthew Judon? Look, he didn't do anything this year special. Matter of fact, he did nothing. He has 0 sacks on the year. However, we are right now very limited, very, kind of hurting at that position. So why not bring in a guy with that experience? You never know. Different team, different vibes, sometimes a new scenery. Even if he has just a little bit left in the tank, that's enough for me to go, hey, let's go ahead and sign him, especially when we have a playoff run coming very shortly. So that's my thoughts on it. I don't think we're going to get the Pro Bowl Matthew Judon. It looks like, since the injury's kind of, gone downhill a little bit, and that happens. He's 33 years old. But I think he could do or provide more for this team than he did with Miami. But we'll see. But I think it's a no-brainer. Why not? What's your
at the
thoughts?
At the end of the day, we're having, our second round pick play out of position at DN because we're so limited on the outside. After the Michael Hoyt injury, it changed everything, right? So knowing that he's going to be DN4 coming up off the practice squad, because from here on out, he can be called up every game. He has 3 call-ups and then unlimited in the playoffs. We have 3 games left and unlimited, so we can call him up at any time. Being DN4, he's going to give you more than what John Solomon or any of those others can give you. So even if he plays average football, right, and just gives you a random splash play here or there, that's more than what we're getting out of our reserves. Also allows, Sanders to actually kick back down inside. And with the injury to Jordan Phillips, that's what we're going to need.
Yeah, and he brings experience too. I mean, look, I get it. Roy's saying who gives a shit. Look, guys, we're week 16 in. Like, if you expect somebody to be available, it's an unbelievable signing. It's just not going to happen, right? So we're not sitting here throwing, a parade that we signed Matthew Judon. However, it's a good veteran move, good veteran upgrade to a position right now, like Mikey said, is very weak, and we're having guys like TJ Sanders play out of position. So it's really, to me, it was a no-brainer, right? It's not a big time, like, heavy signing. We're not losing a whole bunch of money on it. So yeah. Once again, I don't think this is anything that we're gonna talk about for years to come. The Matthew Judon Week 16 signing, but we may bring his name up in the playoffs and go, hey, not a bad signing. So
big bat down,
right?
Came up with a big sack, or
exactly.
We finally have a DN that can set the edge on the other side. Like little things. We're one injury away to Rousseau or Groot to being in a lot of trouble. At the end.
Absolutely. And then what? And then what options do we have,
Bosa,
right?
AJ, because really it's those 3, right? It's Groot, Bosa, and AJ. That's it, right? And then you're down to what? You're playing players out of position. So I rather a guy like that than us have to either play a guy out of position or run back to free agency and get a guy that hasn't played football in a while or is not even close to what Matthew Judon has done in his career. So yeah, give me the seasoned vet who's been there, done that, seen every kind of offense. It's a perfect depth piece. I have no problem with that. Yeah. None. 0. No, he doesn't. I think he's way better than Shaq Lawson. Listen, and guess what? We have them both on the practice squad. So at any point, we can call either one of them up. And I love that Roy's not excited about it, because every time Roy's not excited and he's pessimist, it tends to work out. So keep on doubting, brother.
It's a great point. It's a solid point. Oh, real quick before we move on, I have a poll going on in the YouTube chat. So if you guys see it, go ahead and vote. This is the first time, it might be the last time, if the vote is yes, that I will ever do this. I am going to live stream, well, depending on what the vote is, a play-by-play or watch-along for the Bills-Browns game. First time I'm doing it. If the poll is yes, if it's no, cool, good, I'm glad.
If
your
it's
boy
yes, going to vote yes.
Yeah, my boy Cali Blitz is definitely going to. If he's here, though, if you're not here, then the poll's over once we hit end stream. So
automatically, he give him a yes.
Yeah, sure. Right? He's the tiebreaker if it's 50-50. Right?
I think he's earned that.
He has absolutely earned it. So you are right, Mikey. That's a great Mikey, you're with the great points today. See, you're refreshed. You got your vacation. I am tired. I am out of it. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about anymore.
Do you ever?
Yeah.
Do you ever?
Kind of. Sometimes I'll throw into something. They're like, damn, dude, Tommy said that.
Yeah, every once in a while I'm like, damn, Tommy with the insight.
Yeah. Wow. The bulb clicks on for just a quick second and then it just goes off. And I'm dark again. I have no idea what the hell's going on. I'm just back to my McDermott talk. Oh, fire McDermott.
Not for nothing. A lot of people were not happy about the Bosa signing. Joey's been the best free agent offseason signing. I agree. And I was big on the Bosa. I loved the idea of Bosa, but not everyone agreed with me.
Yeah, I'll eat crow on it, but I still don't think I knew it was going to be under 10 sacks, but that wasn't my primary concern. My concern was he wouldn't be healthy for the playoffs because of his track record. So, with that being said, he's gotten banged up a little bit, but he has not really missed time, and it looks like, knock on wood, of course, that he's going to be a good to go in the playoffs, and that's all I want. And that was that's looking good. So, but overall, I would say he's played very good. I wouldn't say great. I wouldn't go there, but I would say he's played very good. I would say he's played very good.
He doesn't have the sacks I thought he was, but what I forgot about his game was his ability to force fumbles, and he's been really good at batting down passes lately.
Yeah, absolutely.
Big deflections. Also, he leads the league in forced fumbles, so it's hard to hate on a guy who's like that. Nomad Chad wants to know, what do you think of Collard saying Mahomes isn't in Allen's galaxy? Listen, Collard is I like the guy for the most part, but he's a flip-flopper type too. Listen, over the last few years, Mahomes hasn't put up the gaudy stats like he did early in his career, so people think like, oh, he's not on. There's tiers to this, right? It's Mahomes, it's Allen, it's Lamar. If people want to throw Joe Burrow in there, that's fine. It's Stafford, right? Those are my 5. That's one tier. And then there's another tier. Like, season, week to week, season to season. Like, listen, Mahomes is still Mahomes. When it counts the most, he's the most clutch quarterback in the league at this point.
He's proven it. Yeah, he's absolutely proven it. But Allen is very clutch too. But I would agree that in the biggest of biggest moments, Mahomes probably has the edge on him. Clearly, Super Bowls will tell you that. But for Cowherd, I understand where he's going with it, because they had that conversation about if they, would that team be able to move on without that certain guy because of how good their coach is or how their track record is eventually getting to be a playoff team. And really, he was right, at least in my, how I saw it, where Allen, if he was gone from Buffalo would have a hard time recovering from that loss compared to a Baltimore or the Chiefs with Andy Reid. Like, they would eventually get back to being on track again. So I think that's where he's going with that. But they're two. I would say they're two different kind of style plays as well. But you're right, Mikey. They're on the tier 1. There's not much more they can argue about that.
Yeah. What tier is Bailey Zappi in?
The tier of terrible.
Like, listen, there's been so many, oh my God, this quarterback's better than Josh Allen. It started with Duck Hodges. Remember Duck Hodges?
Do you remember that guy? Oh my God.
Yeah, remember they were going into that in that Pittsburgh game when we were trying to lock up a playoff spot.
Duck
like,
Hodges.
Duck's better than Josh. And then it was Tua. Tua's better than Josh.
Oh, Tua. Boy, the Dolphins, huh? We didn't even really talk about that. Listen.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
We will.
Yeah,
but
we'll get there.
Mikey, unraveling.
So then it was Tua. And now, now it's Drake. Then it was Mac Jones. Remember the one season of Mac Jones?
Mac Jones. Yeah, I remember.
Now it's Drake's time. Now Drake looks like he could be good.
But Drake has, the tools are there, right, in the shed. I never thought the tools were there in the shed for Mac Jones. Right, Mac Jones was a filler for the moment, but he didn't have a high ceiling, right? I knew that coming out of college. He just didn't have that.
Listen, McDaniels did wonders for him. Josh McDaniels was
that's what I mean, yeah.
And then he left.
He did as good as
then he left and took the head coaching job, and then I don't know if Drake's doing what Drake's doing without him as the OC, because he spent years and years and years with Brady and learned, and Belichick. He's a great schemer, which will help the quarterback. So,
he understands. He understands the quarterback's strengths and uses them and schemes them in the perfect situation. I'm 100% with that. But the point I was making on a Mac compared to is I feel like you're right 100%, by the way, with how he got him to play his best ball, but that was about as best as you're going to see, right? And it wasn't overly impressive. It was a game manager, don't make too many mistakes. We're not going to even really have you throw the ball at all. Right? We're gonna have you,
he did this in San Francisco when he filled in for Purdy. Kyle Shanahan did the same sort of thing with him, and he's really good
game
at
manager.
That. He is an elite backup.
Yeah, I'm with that. Yeah. Young, has just enough You know, he has smarts. I'll give him that. He's a smart guy. And he goes with what the system is you know, what the coordinators telling him to do, right? He's not going to go against the grain. He's not going to do anything, you know, he's not going to pull Josh Allen on you, right? He's just going to go with this game script, what you're calling. He's going to execute that. So I'm with that. Good backup quarterback.
Went from Mac. Now it's Drake, which I like Drake. I think he's going to be good in this league.
Yeah.
But you know, it's just wild how, you know, everyone is better than Josh at some point. Like at what point?
Yeah.
What point
I mean, I heard.
But it's also fan bases that are doing it.
Yeah. I heard. Of course, he loves doing this. But TD, our good buddy TD Finstock, he was on the show with Dan and them, and
the AFC.
He said that their quarterback, the one that's starting out, could possibly be the best in the division. Yes, he said this. So this is
Quinn.
This is why
yours
TD is out there.
A 7th round draft pick. Listen, he on that show he rides for his Dolphins. If you ever actually watch his live streams though, like on his channel, not on that.
For the most part, he keeps it real.
For the most part, he's pretty real about it. It's a wild case. And yeah,
it's just mind-boggling.
I'm with you on that. Bosa has played with one arm, but you know, I mean, he still played well. So at the end of the day, can't be too mad. There was a question in here asking about the Bears possibly moving to Indiana. Did you see that?
I read that really briefly, but I didn't get into the whole story. So talk to me about that. So I didn't really get into the whole.
So basically, you know, they went in front of the governor and the Chicago government basically said, "You guys aren't a priority." So the president and CEO sent out a memo to the fans saying, since they're not going to make us a priority to get us a new stadium, we'll be looking elsewhere. So they might be the Indiana Bears.
I don't think that happens. I just don't. Chicago's. I think the NFL. Yeah, I think the NFL will step in. Listen, the Chicago Bears are one of the oldest franchises in the NFL. Period. They would not want to lose the tradition of the Chicago Bears. It would honestly, it would hurt the NFL. I'm being dead honest with you. They've been around that long with that tradition. I think they were the first Super Bowl team against the Green Bay Packers, if I'm not mistaken. Or I could be wrong, but they were up there. They were one of the originals. So, no. And don't they have the Hall of Fame over there too in Chicago? Or am I wrong on that?
Ohio.
Don't they have the Hall of Fame game over there? Canton, Ohio. Okay.
Yeah,
but the Bears do something. I know the Bears do something special for the NFL. But either way, no. I think that would be. I think that would be bad, and I think the NFL would do something to prevent that from happening. I just couldn't see it. I mean, honestly, even the Miami Dolphins, right? Like, you can't, change the Miami Dolphins to something else, right? The Miami Dolphins have been around forever. You just couldn't do it.
Yeah, at the end of the day, remember at one point the Buffalo was headed to San Antonio before the NFL stepped in?
I did. I remember doing a video on that. I'm like, guys, it's never going to happen. It's all bullshit talk.
They were headed to San Antonio before the NFL stepped in and got the stadium done.
It was never going to happen.
But you also
trust me, tradition's everything.
In St. Louis too. And remember, and then
you did.
But Kroenke paid out the nose for that.
But St. Louis wasn't around as long as these other teams.
No, because
Buffalo's been around since the 60s.
In LA forever.
Exactly. But I mean, they weren't like this old school tradition. Like Green Bay's never really, you know what I mean? Like one of the originals. It's just that I just can't see it happening. I know Cleveland's bounced around, right? I think they were Cleveland Browns and didn't they leave once too? Didn't they depart or something? Or it was Baltimore, right? Something like that. I know Baltimore got up and left, right? The Colts just moved.
I went to Indianapolis.
So, it could happen. I just doubt the Bears ever. It just won't happen.
Oh yeah, Kenny Pickett was better than Josh.
Kenny Pickens, man.
Everyone's been better than Josh at some point. I'm waiting for the 49ers to cut Nick Bosa this offseason, and the Bills will bring him in too. Shit. I would love to have the Bosa brothers.
That'd be damn cool. But
the 49ers aren't letting Nick go. It's just not happening.
Nah, I don't think so either.
But the Tua contract, if they cut him, that's a massive cap hit.
What? Tua? Oh, $99 million.
Yeah.
That's a huge cap. Now, they could do it. I mean, the Broncos cut Russell Wilson. I'm not sure how much that was, but that was a decent, a good chunk.
It was close to Tua's, and they had to eat it, and they split it up over 2 seasons.
Oh, and I was talking to Captain D. There is another option. Of course, it would take 2 to tango, but they could eat the majority of the contract and for basically draft picks, right? So they'll eat a lot of the money. They'll trade, and there is some teams and there's some teams that might jump on board that are desperate, right? They go, you know what? Well, maybe we can do something with them. They might take a flyer on them, but that's a tough one.
What's going on? God, yeah, having Nick and Joey on the same line together with Groot and Hoyt coming in, that 4-man rotation would be dreams. That would be beautiful, but it will never happen. The Patriots still need a divisional loss, and honestly, I hope the Jets get either Tyrod or Fields back because better chance of winning without. Yeah, listen,
it's
the Patriots are gonna take the division. I don't even if they lose this week to Baltimore.
Doesn't matter.
I would much rather them beat Baltimore this week, so Baltimore has less chance to get in the playoffs.
Exactly, because at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. It's unless they lose to the Dolphins, right? This is all for naught. But
I just don't see either one of that happening.
The Jets for sure ain't happening. If there's any opportunity, it would be a sneaky Dolphins win. But once again, it would. Not saying it can't happen any given Sunday, but I just don't see it happen. I really don't.
Roy, Saints need a quarterback 2 a time.
Saints do. There's a few teams out there that probably need a quarterback.
Team wanting to take on Tua as a starter. I just don't see it.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? The Saints would actually be a decent spot for him, but
fine. If you want to let him, you let Tua, their second round pick this year, and the other dude fight it out in camp. Okay.
Minnesota might need a quarterback. I'm just throwing that out. I don't think JJ's the answer. Not saying Tua would be, but
answer either.
Yeah, but I'm just saying as a flyer for them just to maybe even, if they're not put it this way, if they're not giving up a lot, I mean, why not roll the dice? Is what I'm saying. You got JJ, maybe let them battle it out. I mean, if you don't have to pay a pretty penny to get them, I'm just saying stuff like that. I would roll the dice. Or Tua retires, which I don't think he will, and maybe they do a settlement, an injury settlement, and he works with the Dolphins on that. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think he's to the point where. And are we on this conversation now? By the way, on this Dolphins conversation, you want to get to that? So
we're kind of there.
Yeah. So I watched the game. What was it Monday night? Right, Monday Night Football, Dolphins Steelers, and bro. I talked to Captain D the next day because I didn't want to, he messaged me. He was pissed, and I'm one guy. I don't like to talk to other fan base, my friends, if they're other fan bases, like especially when their team's losing. It's a terrible time. I do not want to be that guy. So, anyways, talked to him the next day, and bro, what I saw, and I told him, and he saw the same thing, was, bro, pathetic by their head coach. Talking about a guy who gave up early in that game.
Oh my God!
Was
fourth quarter,
zero urgency. I mean, what are you doing? It was pathetic. And look, even if you feel like Tua, let's say he was real about his decision to bench Tua. Why didn't you bench him in the game that matters? So at halftime, Tua's playing terrible, right? And if your other quarterback you feel like gives you the best shot, you're in the most important game of the season. Do or die, right? You lose, you're done. Why wouldn't you put in Ewers then if he gives you the best opportunity to win? You get what I'm saying? Why continue on with Tua when the game is clearly not going well, right? I saw nothing that was going to change while Tua was in there in that game. Then he starts to go super conservative, everything short underneath, no urgency, waving a white flag with a whole quarter to go. Anything could happen, right? You saw Seattle the other night, right? What was it? 7 minutes down, whatever they were down 17. Bro, what are you doing? It was You got to fire your head coach after that. I'm sorry. You got to fire. For me, if I'm the Dolphins fan, I want everyone out. You do a whole flush, and you restart that bitch all up. You get rid of Tua. You eat whatever you got to do to get rid of him. It is what it is. You bring in a whole new regime, and it's going to take a couple years. And hopefully, if you're a Dolphins fan, they get it right this time. But that was terrible. Awful, awful, awful. That really reminded me of the Bills' shitty-ass performance we did against Pittsburgh years ago when we were trying to make the playoffs. And I think this might have been even shittier because at least we were somewhat trying to fight. We just played terrible. What's your thoughts on that?
No, I'm with you on that. I was listening to, the announcers, like, what are we doing here? Like, flat out questioning him, like, and then later on he starts using his timeouts. Like, wait a second, you didn't go hurry up, but you're calling timeouts now? Like, make it make sense. Like, at the end of the day,
right.
like, it could not figure out what the hell was going on.
Yeah.
And
I got to say,
James thing real
quick.
Go
ahead. Yeah.
Has been playing well for the Saints. Might as well bring in
He's
another
picked
guy.
up his game.
Yeah, he has picked up his game. He is playing a little bit better. Still don't know if he's going to be the guy. Time will tell. Yeah, time will tell. We'll have to see. Time will tell.
Waller, by the way, I was going to say Waller was a great addition by the Dolphins. He still has it. When he's healthy, though, I'm just saying, when he's healthy on the field, he's a tough guard, bro. He is physical, can catch anything. He knows how to separate, like it's just the right time. And you know what? They only signed him 1 year. He'll be a free agent. I'm very curious if another NFL team gives him a decent contract or at least maybe a 3-year deal. Because I feel like that guy, if healthy, can really provide a lot. I'm not saying for us. I'm just saying out there for people looking for a tight end, that's a great option. I think he's earning.
Kansas City.
Chiefs. Bro, you're right. If Kelsey retired, it sounds like Kelsey's going to retire too.
Yeah,
the way he's talking.
He talked today, and he said he's going to play the last 3 games, and he's going to ponder his future. And I don't know if you listen to his podcast, but I saw a clip where he was talking about it, and he was talking about the Chiefs like past tense.
Yes, I did see that. Yep. And that's an interesting conversation.
He's going out just like his brother did. Lost the Super Bowl, played 1 more year, hoping to get back, didn't make the playoffs, retired.
That's all right, bro. You're married to Swift. You got a shit ton of money, right? Your quarterback's probably not going to even be healthy until October, November of next year, anyways. Yeah, bro. Go off, and you know what? Do like Gronk did. If you want to come back later, if you feel like Gronk did that, remember that? Yeah, retired a year, ready to call him back. Yeah, you don't think Mahomes would go? Yo, man, might need you here for this playoff. All right, I'll come back for the playoffs. I can totally see that happening. 100%. He didn't have to do OTAs, didn't have to do minicamp, no training, no nothing. Andy Reid, hey, man, we might need you here. We're heading into the – sure, I got you, right? I could definitely 100% see that. But, yeah, I don't think he's back next year. I think he takes a break and possibly just retires for good.
No, he's earned it, at the end of the day. He came 100%. Back for hoping – yours, I imagine, is going to look a lot like Cook looks for the Jets. I don't expect it to be pretty at all. No,
he's slow too. I don't know if you've ever seen him. He is not a very mobile.
He struggled in college.
He's just not. I don't see it. I will say this though: when a new quarterback comes in, though, sometimes it can be tricky for the defense because there's not a lot of film on them. So you never know, right? He could, because there's only a couple games left. So you never know. You know what I mean? He could take the Patriots by surprise, or, you know what I mean? Like, you just never know what you're getting from a backup quarterback, right? There's just not a lot of film on you. So, but overall, like the big scheme of like next year, there's no way. Like, I just don't see it in him. I could be wrong, but if the Dolphins are smart, it's not a heavy draft class for quarterbacks, not a big draft class for the quarterbacks coming out, but 2027 is going to be a lot of good rookies coming out, quarterbacks.
I think they're projecting.
Well, that's what they're projecting. You're right. So I'll take that back. Yeah. They're projecting 2027 to be the year of the quarterbacks, or at least a lot of them coming out. Dolphins should just load up on picks, offensive line, you get a defense. Just do whatever you got to do to start surrounding and getting ready for that guy. And if Ewers, whatever his fucking name is, if he has a decent season in 2026, I would still draft a quarterback and have him battle it out in camp. And whatever. If you were starts, then you were starts. But at least you have another quarterback.
No,
I mean, that's what I would do. But
it's going to be Mac Jones is going to be starting for Miami next year. Watch.
you're right. Mac fucking Jones had a decent
Mac
contract.
Jones.
Oh,
He's gonna
good
be starting
Lord.
for him next year, and then
Dolphins.
let's see what happens.
They're in trouble.
Roy
man.
wants to know, how did they beat the Bills 35-10? Because the Bills didn't get off the plane.
Oh, Roy, that's a great question. And it was, yeah, Mikey's right. It was just one of those shitty games. Listen, it happens to every NFL team. How did the Rams lose to the Panthers? I'm just like, we can go through the NFL schedule this year, and I could pick out a shit ton of games where I can go, how this team beat that team? Like, that's fucking what. Believe me, we're not the only team to have a
Browns
really
beat the
shit. Exactly, to have a letdown. That's a great point. Browns beat the Packers. I mean, how terrible are the Browns? So, I mean, it happens, right? There's letdown games that you're not expecting. And we had a really big letdown game. And I would say the Falcons game was a letdown game too. I just feel like that game, we just lost to the Patriots. We were kind of just, I don't know, we were in a funk, man. We really were lost there for a minute.
Every year we have one of those games, though. Every year we have one now.
Yeah. I would say the Dolphins one was just disappointing, right? Because even the Falcons and the Patriots loss, we were still in it. Like, even the Texans, like, we were never really truly just getting totally worked. Yeah, the Dolphins just worked us, and that's just a rarity. That just doesn't happen much. So I take that as bad game. We didn't come to play. Coaches didn't come to coach. It is what it is, man.
Yeah. For real, disappointed Bosa. Okay. I mean, hey, you know, you got to feel how you got to feel. There was another question up here about the Bills before we got back to them. Can't find it, but they were basically asking the question, you know, without the Chiefs, without the Bengals, without possibly the Ravens, you know, are you really scared of any team in the playoffs if you're the Bills? If they come the way they normally come in the playoffs?
Scared, no, because I think we could beat any team any given Sunday, right? Like I don't, like, honestly, and I'm not being like a homer here, guys. You guys know me, I'm not a homer, but I feel like every game we should win every game. Like, I just feel that way. Like, I feel that we have Josh Allen, and really that's the reason why I don't feel like any opponent is an opponent like that I'm threatened by, right? That's one, right? Even the Chiefs, I always feel like, even though they've beaten us in the playoffs, I still feel like we're always we're always battling it out, right? We're down to the last few minutes of the game. So I would say there's no team I fear, but if you're going to ask me what team I feel like gives us a really tough matchup,
There's two.
I would say Houston. I would say Houston is one, and I would give them probably the one because they have an elite defense, like the best I've seen in a little bit, right? There's
one other in the AFC that have an elite defense too.
And I would say Denver as well. I would say Denver right now is a well-rounded team. I think their offense is slightly better than Houston, but I still don't trust Bo Nix too much. Something about Bo Nix, and I'm not saying he's bad. He's actually having a decent year, but I don't trust him fully. And same with Stroud. I really don't trust there. But if I gotta go with the elite defense, I gotta go Houston over Denver. And slightly better offense for Denver. So I'll give the edge to Houston as my one, where if I had to list them 1 and 2, I go Houston and then Denver.
Well, it depends,
and then I go
Patriots.
Patriots.
Game.
True. Yeah, you're right. In
if
Houston,
we're playing in Houston, then I'm more. If Houston's coming to Buffalo, they're two different teams. If they play at home versus playing on the road, that's two completely different teams. So if Houston's coming to us, I'm not quite as concerned. I think the Broncos travel as well as they play at home. That's why I would say I think the Broncos are probably the toughest matchup because it depends on where you play.
I will say this though. I think the Bills are going to be in tight games throughout the playoffs, bro.
Yeah, because our defense isn't good.
Right. I don't think there is a game where you see like early on. You know, normally we rout a team for the wild card. I mean, even the division if it's not the Chiefs, and then we go and then we have this battle against the Chiefs. But this year is just our defense is rough. So it's going to come down to just honestly like the last 5 minutes of each game. I just don't see the Bills blowing a team out in the playoffs. I think it's going to be a dogfight.
Yeah, that means we'd have to stop them in the first half. Like if we stop a team in the first half, I think we got a chance to rout somebody. But
if we get ahead, we just haven't done it in a while,
because we can't stop anybody in the first half. TMC really disappointed. How many sacks? Do you just rate good and bad seasons based off of sacks? As we talked about it earlier, he leads the league in forced fumbles. He's batting things down. Is sacks the only thing you rate if the guy's good or bad, or having a good season or bad season? If you heard that you had someone on your team that led the NFL in forced fumbles, is that a good season or a bad season?
Exactly. I'm agreeing with Mike. I know. Listen, by the way, you fan how you want, and you obviously your opinion. We respect that. How I see it is I don't feel like he's having this great season, like I said earlier, but I think he's having a productive, good season, right? I would say I kind of knew that he wasn't going to have more than 8 sacks. I knew he would be under. I thought he'd have around 6, which might happen. We still have 3 games left. So I was kind of right on there as long as he stayed healthy, 6, because that's where he's been over the last 2-3 years. But once again, the addition of Bosa was really for a playoff push, right? And that's where I feel like he's going to earn the most money. So I would say for me, I would judge him more so on the playoffs. Let's see if Bosa could be the guy that we really signed him to be. And that's a disruptor in the playoffs, right? A guy that can make plays like you saw last week where he's batting down an important pass to end the game pretty much, right? That's what we want from Bosa. Because imagine if that was a playoff game. You would say, fuck, I forgot all about the regular season. Yeah, Joey Bosa, what a great signing. You see, he closed the show. So that's what we want him for. So that's all. I'm good. And that's what I agree with Mikey when we sign him in the offseason. He's a closer, right? He's a guy that we need in the playoffs, and we'll see what happens in that time. If he does nothing in the playoffs, then we'll have this conversation again, because then I might change my mind. But right now, I think he's having a productive season.
What he's done this year for $12 million.
Yes. I don't think, I'm not killing him.
As Roy says, he's half of what Groot's making.
Yeah. And once again, like I said, if we're talking regular season, when we look back, I'll say productive, good season. But we didn't get him for the regular season. Correct. So that's where I think we could judge him more so, because that's when it matters to those guys.
I'm not going to kill Groot for the season that he's having. If he shows up if they show up in the playoffs, that's all I care about at this point.
Correct.
Because that's where they haven't. We need to see one of these guys that we finally get show up in the playoffs and be a difference maker. Because we haven't.
Exactly. Yeah, that's where we've struggled. Yep.
And TMC, I'm with you on that. I don't want to see more pressure. I want to see more get homes, because we pressure the shit out of the quarterback. We just don't get home. We take a bad angle and we slide off, or we miss the tackle, or we can't hold on, or whatever the reason is.
We're right there.
Get that quarterback down.
We got slippery shit all over their hands or something. Whatever it is, I'm like, bro, it looks like they're gonna get them, and then I don't know, they just let them go, or whatever's going on there. They can't wrap them up. But that's why I said, though, Mikey, I feel like sending linebacker blitzes, they get home and they make it count. For whatever reason it is, they know how to make it count. Like when Milano's getting through, under control. Right down that gap, and they make a play, and they wrap them up. Like they make sure that dude is down. So that's why I want more linebacker blitzes. I really want to see. I'm not saying go ham on it, but I want to see them throw a little bit more.
Give this simulated pressure, right? Drop one of your DNs. You saw Bosa do it a bunch last week, and he batted down a pass doing it. Now that you have AJ, and then even with Judon's been known to drop into coverage at times. Like, run the simulated. Let the guys who are smaller, who can actually wrap up, be the guy who takes the, goes after him. Because as much as I don't want Terrell Bernard back in the middle of our defense, the dude can blitz. He's been known as a blitzer since college. So put him as the third linebacker in a 4-3 set and send him and Milano.
Oh, by the way, Mikey, on this vote, there's 28 votes. 93% want me to do.
Looks like you're doing the live play.
Oh man, I will pre-warn everybody though. I ain't gonna be no Dan Mitchell or these other guys have been doing it for a long time. I'm probably gonna be really focused on the game, and I'll look over here and there, and I'll talk to you guys. But I can't promise it's gonna be great. I can only tell you I'll go ahead and
you're gonna get a lot of cussing from Tommy too.
Dude,
it's gonna be
I hope not.
Third watch along.
Right. Yeah, I really
it's why I won't ever do it again, because I can't control my emotions when I watch them. I wear them on my sleeve and then I let them go.
Me too. I have no idea how I'm gonna. We'll see. We'll find out Sunday, man.
Yep. So the Ed Oliver report is he's coming along. It looks like he'll be back for the playoffs.
Yeah, he's it seems like he's rehabbing faster. His rehab's going quicker than they thought and expected, which is great. Great news. I still think though there'll be some rust, right? They're gonna have to ease him in even if he's ready for the playoffs. So we'll see. I'm not gonna get overhyped for that. I like that he's progressing faster than he was supposed to, but once again, I'm not gonna be oversold on him. Oh, we got Ed Oliver's back. Like, it's, it takes a little bit, man, to get back into the swing of things. So, but we'll find out when that time comes. I'm not gonna get overhyped on it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's finish up around the league stuff that we had originally started with. So we talked about Kelsey briefly. He's gonna play his final 3 games, and then he's gonna think about it. Cards, Marvin Harrison Jr. is feeling good enough to face the Falcons, so it looks like Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to be finally come back. Steelers, J.J. Watt, which was wild what happened to him. We talked about that a couple weeks ago, where he got the injection and it collapsed his lung.
T.J. Watt.
That's what I meant. T.J. Watt.
Yeah, he got the same thing as Tyrod.
Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah, fucked up, dude. That's crazy, bro.
He's going to be sidelines again this week against the Lions.
These doctors got to be careful, bro. I don't know what they're doing, man. That's a serious thing, man. Mm-hmm. I think Tyrod was suing, or he sued the doctor that did that to him too. And I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be shocked if TJ Watt does the same thing, because that's crazy, bro. You're a doctor. You should not. You should know what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah, as Son just says, dry needling is dangerous. It's a wild setup, man. Vikings Darashaw, the left tackle, he's been battling. Like, he was really good his first couple of years, but he's been battling injury. He ends the season. He goes on IR. It looks like Drake London's coming back to play for the Cardinals.
Okay.
The Patriots linebacker Spillane is going to be out this week against the Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
And then
they're underdogs, by the way.
The Patriots?
What do you feel about that?
I think that's disrespectful to the Patriots. I thought it was disrespectful to make the Bills favored against them, honestly.
I did too. I mean,
it wasn't in their dome, like in their house.
I do
usually
too.
You get a 3-point bump, so that means we were a 4.5-point favorite at being 1.5 up.
I didn't agree with it either. If anything, I thought it was they should be up a little bit or on that, but I don't know why Baltimore would be favored, to be honest with you. But hey, you know what? Time will tell, because if Baltimore wins, then I guess they saw something we didn't see in that matchup. So
the Patriots 21-point comeback was amazing. It was, and they're still bitching about it.
Yeah. I didn't have you on here when we talked about Vrabel and his complaining about the refs and
they
the non-calls.
Did you forget about the touchdowns callback? Oh, that's right, because Josh threw a touchdown on the next play.
Right. I mean, listen. That guy's a hell of a coach, but dude, come on. Like you can't do that. Like you
Well,
know better.
Here's the thing. He wasn't like he was asked the question. He decided to add in they lead the league in holds. You know what I mean?
But who cares? I don't give a shit if we lead the league in holds. That doesn't mean we're gonna hold that particular game, or the ref should just automatically throw every flag, like just because they hey, like the Bills are the number one. We're gonna have to throw flags today. Like, dude, I think that's just a shitty thing to say or about your opponent. But it is what it is.
He should have just like really take the high road. Say, listen,
Exactly.
we're a young team. We're learning. We need to know how to close out a game like that when we got a lead like that. Like it's a lesson learned. Bills are a good team. Like there's so many things he could have said. To say that means he was a little bit in his feelings.
Feelings, and
can I tell you what?
He's giving his team a pass. Sorry, he's also giving his players a pass.
Absolutely,
you know what I'm saying? And that you don't do that. You know what I mean? He's like almost saying, "Hey guys, you didn't fuck up. They screwed us. That's the reason why we lost." Dude, that's terrible. Like, no, you put that on you. You put that on the players.
You hold your team accountable.
Exactly. Yeah. So go ahead. I'm sorry I cut you off.
You're fine. It reminded me a lot of Belichick when he slammed the phone on the sideline. Did you see him on the sideline in the second half after we came out? We scored. He had his hands on his knees and he dropped his head, and they were still up.
I forgot all about that.
Do you remember that though?
He was so pissed.
It reminded me so much of that. It's just like,
he was pissed.
What are we doing? It was wild. You never fight the odds makers. Pats are underdogs. Nothing to do with feelings. Listen, they make money for a reason. They know what they're doing. They were lost a lot of respect as he whines about BS. Listen. Okay, let's talk about the whining. Puka, man, hell of a player on the field. But he was ripping the refs again, saying they lost because of the bullshit 2-point play.
Oh, was he? Did he bitch again?
Yeah.
Oh my! See, I didn't. Wow. Okay. Well, you know what? I'm with you. Great player.
Prick.
Yeah, great player, great talent. But I think now he's starting to really
feel himself.
think he's walking on water. Yeah, you gotta calm down there, Puka. You're great. Don't get me wrong, but calm down, brother.
Yeah, it's funny, DG, as Pats fans are like, look at the Bills. They think they won the Super Bowl. Like, for the week heading into it and for, like, the first half, the Pats fans were dancing on our graves.
Right. And the Bills didn't celebrate like we won a Super Bowl. Like, bro, just like any regular season game, I feel like the Bills, for the most part, we handle ourselves very good. Like, you know what I mean? I'm sure there's a few players that talk a little smack to the fans, but overall, I would say the Bills, like, we're very humble, right? Gracious in defeat. Like, we go to the podium. Josh is very, he may talk a shit ton of, he talks a lot of shit on the field, but after the game, that dude will go up to you, win or lose, right? Handshake you, say nice things. It's funny because I was talking to Captain D about that because, Captain D was like, man, you know what? I got to admit, Josh Allen's a good dude, man. And because before he thought he was cocky, and I kept telling him, bro, no, he's not. He's a good dude. He just doesn't, he just has fun out there. He talks a little bit. So I'm like, who's cocky? Who's an asshole? Patrick Mahomes. Well, remember when we beat Patrick Mahomes, and what did Patrick Mahomes do? Go over to Josh Allen and complain.
Yeah.
Remember? Fucking referees. Like, dude, when has Josh Allen ever, after a game, went up to the guy and be like, bro, that's fucking bullshit, fucking refs. And, like, dude, like, you know what I mean? Like, you got to handle yourself right, even if you believe that. But, real quick question, because Captain D is pissed off about this. And I, at first I was, like, disagreeing with him, but then I agree with him at the end. What's your thoughts about Tua post-game laughing it up with Ramsey after the game? Because that's gotten a little bit of attention. Did you hear about that or saw that?
Yeah. I don't care about that.
I said the same thing.
Yeah,
first.
you saw Cooper chase down Stafford after the game last night, and then them talking the tunnel. Like, you know, they're former teammates. They have relationships. You saw Matt Collins, you know, pregame and postgame, you know, chopping it up. You saw Rasul Douglas and Christian Benford together before and after the game, you know, when they were with Miami. Like, those guys are brothers. They have bonds. Like, seeing that after, I didn't care about that.
Okay, so I said the same thing, and I'm with you, by the way. However, he did make a good point. And this is where I'm like, okay, I see where you're coming from as a fan, right? It was a playoff game, basically. Like it was the most important game for them, right? A game where not only, you know, was your season on the line, but your quarterback played like shit, right? Tua played bad. After the game, fans don't want to see you laughing and mucking it up after a very important loss. So he said, if Josh Allen, and I got to say, I've never seen it. Now, I've seen him go congratulate Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, whatever. I'm talking about an important game, right? But even a regular season, I don't think I've remember. But I've never seen him like sit there and giggle and laugh and, you know what I mean? Like on an important moment. You get what I'm saying? So I kind of understand the frustration level of a Dolphin fan seeing that, knowing like, dude, like, what are you doing right now? You know, your team just got, like, you're not going to the playoffs now, right? And you play piss poor and you're having a great old time. Now, if that's week 3, week 4, week 5, whatever, who cares? I get that. Like, I you get what I'm saying? So I guess I'm on the fence there. So I understand both arguments. What do you feel about that? Like, if you saw Josh Allen, let's say, very important game, we lost the playoffs and he's there just having a great time laughing it up. Like, I think it would, in a way, you might go, damn, he played bad. He's outside. He's laughing it up. Like, we've never seen it, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if we like it.
Yeah.
I don't think I would.
In an important game.
Yes. That's what I'm saying.
Eliminated, I don't want to see him doing that.
Well, that's basically what that was.
I'm with you.
Okay.
But was it? They were already pretty much eliminated.
Yes, but still, like, you win that game, you never know, right? That was their elimination game. You know what I mean? That was a game that you need to win that game, right? You need to play your best football, and and not only that too, he's been doing it kind of all year on the sideline. So I think fans were like,
this year he's been doing it since he got in the league. And
You're
I think
right.
that's the difference. Like Josh takes this shit serious. He's a competitor. He wants to win. Like,
right.
Like, it pisses him off when he loses.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You never see it.
It's why I didn't like what Pat did, but I understood what Pat did, and Pat came out and apologized. Like when he was bitching because he was pissed off. They don't like to lose.
No, they're
Manning,
super
Tom
competitors.
Brady,
Yep.
Like those guys, they don't like to lose, and it pisses them off when they lose. So I think I'd be surprised if Josh did it because I just don't think he's wired that way. But that's just kind of how Tua's wired.
It may be, but still, you got to know better, right? Like, you know what, too? And I almost feel like maybe the head coach, even though he's an idiot, too, and I feel like he should have been fired right after that game, maybe he even looks at that and goes, damn, I can't have that, right? Like, I can't have this 90, the guy we just paid $55 million, right? Mucking it up on the side, right? After we just lost an important game, like, so yeah, man, I get the frustration, and you're right. I don't think I've never seen Josh do that. Josh is on an important loss, really every loss. He's goes up, congratulates the guy, and he's out of there, man.
Even
right? The only time he sticks around is wins.
Not even that.
He'll stick around because of conferences, like if somebody needs to talk to him.
Yeah, but
outside of that, he's
go muck it up. All his muck it up is before the game.
Correct. Like he's a shit talker.
And before the game, he goes out and meets on the field, gives the love to all the guys, says a lot of
shit talks
talks to his buddy, talks his shit, and then he goes and prepares for the game. During the game, he talks his shit. After the game, win or lose, he's business back to what it is. It's just it's wild. You know what I mean? He'll run up like he ran up to Kelsey during halftime and gave him a hug and pat him on the butt. But like you don't see him mucking it up.
Exactly. So that's why, and I agreed with Captain D. Once I kind of understood what the thinking process was of that or whatever. Burrow, man, dude, I really do. Like, I know he was a little arrogant, cocky, whatever, but I feel like once again, like almost, I'll be honest with you guys, in a way. Listen, hear me out real quick. I understand they gave him what he wanted as far as wide receivers go.
They
But
gave him
they've never
everything he
fixed
asked for.
I get that, but at the same time, their head coach is a fucking idiot, right? I don't know if he asked for him to be the head coach, but whatever. That's a different story. But I understand you just talked about a competitor, right? Joe Burrow wants to win. He's that dude. Like, he goes out, he gives it his all. I'll give him that. Like, you're never gonna say Joe Burrow gives up. Like, that dude, he's gotten hurt. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's a tough dude. And he's a good quarterback. And so I get the frustrations. And with all the injuries, see, knock on wood, Allen has not really had those type of injuries. He's entering the Andrew Luck stage where it's, what am I doing this for? My body's getting really fucked here. And ownership, hello. Like, I need something happening here, right? You got what I wanted, but I need a change at coach. And I think that's a read between the line. And you could tell he's just, I don't think he's going to retire, but I think
He's going to ask for out.
He's either going to ask for out or hope that the owners understand that he needs a new coach, that he needs a new voice in that room, somebody to at least get him more excited about his future in Cincinnati. You get what I'm saying? Like, this guy's not doing it, and he's not going to call out his head coach. Like, good for him for not doing that, but I almost feel like it's read between the lines here.
Yeah,
like, come on, man. You know what I mean?
I'm with you on that, but here's why I don't feel bad for him. They had a really good defense, a defense that carried them to a Super Bowl.
True.
And he wanted more on offense.
Yep.
So they gave him what he wanted, which comes at a price. The defense.
True. Yeah.
Now,
but they also fired their DC though, and that has nothing to do with him.
That's because they have a moron for head coach.
Right. That's my point. So
I'm saying, I don't feel bad for a guy who asked for everything. They gave him what he wanted.
Yeah, I get that part.
Take the $60 million he's paying his two wide receivers, put a little bit on that offensive line and some on that defense. I bet you they're a whole lot better. I can guarantee you, like, we're paying our defense stupid amounts of money and we still suck.
True. I'm with you. And I understand that. And you can't he asked for what he got what he wanted, and now I get what you're saying. Now he's crying me a river. But still, at the same time, though, you have an awesome offense. You got to fix the defense, and there's still no reason why you should start. Mm-hmm. Even when they had a good defense, I'll tell you this: they still never started off good out the gate. That's a coaching thing, right? For me. So for me, honestly, an easy fix is to change your coach. Easy fix, and Joe Burrow will get be Joe Burrow again or whatever. But no, they can't fuck that up. Cincinnati cannot let Burrow walk out that door, especially after paying him.
Why?
You know what I'm working.
How many
you can't.
Seasons,
what are you going to do?
Seasons is he completed? Why pay that?
But what are you going to do?
Why are you going to pay that?
What are you going to replace him?
You're replacing him anyways. You're already replacing him most seasons anyways because he can't stay healthy.
That is true. Yeah, you're right. That's I don't know. You got a good point on the health, right?
So
he's
every
other year.
Off season, get a bunch of first round picks and retool your freaking team.
You could, and that would be interesting. What if he gets dealt to Miami? Ugh.
What if he gets dealt? There was a talk about him going to Philly for Hurts.
An
and
even
a bunch
swap.
Of picks. No, and some picks. Hurts and like two first rounders.
Yeah, I don't know. But you know what though? GMs are going to look at it like you just said. He's hurt like every other year, so it's like, are you going to go all in and hope he's healthy the 1 year? Just stack it up.
He'll have a
and go for a Super Bowl run. That's what I'm saying. You stack up your team, go for that 1 year run. You know what I mean? Like. All right, we're going all.
Yeah, 1 or 2 year.
Yeah,
run.
1 or 2 year. Yeah, we're gonna fucking go all in. If it fails, we fucking tried.
I mean, I feel like they've already won 2.
I felt like the Rams maybe felt like Stafford was getting to that point years ago, where it's like, oh, maybe he's aging. Maybe we got to get this done now. But Stafford is actually still playing at a high level for his age. So, but they did go all in. They went in quickly and like, we're going to get this done.
And then within 2 years, now they sucked for the 2 years, but in 2 years they rebuilt the defense.
Crazy, right? And got a really good defense. They got guys, boy. They got playmakers on that side, man.
And to think Puna 4 sitting in the middle of that, and we had them.
We had
Not even with a jersey every week.
Yep. Shame.
Yeah, I'm with you on this one. It's just it's wild to me. You know what I mean? And like, let's be honest, not all of the reason why Burrow's been hurt is because of a hit. Like his wrist was just throwing a ball. His foot,
the toe,
you know,
right?
Like when he tore his knee up, not non-contact. Like a lot of it's just him moving.
Just happens. Yeah, just happens. Yeah.
Another two
non-contact.
Yeah, I mean, Burrow could be stuck there. You know, Allen has a moron, a head coach, and a bad defense, and no receivers. Exactly.
Right. Yeah. No, Allen has them way worse. No doubt.
The thing that Allen has, like honestly, is an elite running back behind him and a really good offensive line for the most of the time.
Yeah, let's give credit where credit is due. You are absolutely correct. Our offensive line
he just doesn't have skilled guys around him. He has he has a top 5 running back because you can pick your order. He's in that top tier of running backs. A really good offensive line and Josh Allen, and they make it work. So the Bills the Bills spend most of their money on defense, and that doesn't work either.
Right.
He wanted to make the chase. Yeah. I have a hard time feeling bad for a guy who got everything he wanted and now gets pissy.
I don't think he's getting pissy though. I think he's just,
dude. He talked about
quitting. I don't. Yeah, but that's not pissy. I think everybody is obviously you read it differently. Everyone's going to see things how they want to, but I read it almost as, or I saw it as a guy that's not pissy, but a guy that's just depressed in a way, like just not understanding like or like what his future is really, and this what's that word I'm looking for? Complicating whatever his future in the NFL.
Oh.
Like I feel like he's like when you heard Andrew Luck, when you heard Andrew Luck talk before, it's almost in that stage of, man, you know what I mean? Like I'm just, I have enough money now. My body's just tore up. Is this worth it? Are we, how much longer do I got to wait for the team to get right? You know what I mean? Like these thoughts cross your mind, and I'm sure it is with him. And I feel like that's where I see it. I don't see it as a guy that's whining. I just feel like he's being honest, and I feel for him. I do. Like listen, man, like I always said, like the guys that take the most heat in the NFL are what? Are the GMs, the head coach, and the quarterback, right? By far. It's not even close. And it's really your coach and your quarterback. And your quarterback probably is the number one, right? You know this, right? Every time we lose in the playoffs, what do they say? What do most people say? Josh Allen can't what?
Josh can't get it done.
Josh can't get it done, right? So, and what happens at the podium? What does Josh Allen do? He does what? Takes pretty much all the blame, right?
Yeah. He's like, I need to be better.
Because most quarterbacks do. And I'll be honest with Joe Burrow, he's like that too. When I hear his press conferences, hey, I fucking suck. Today was terrible. Like, he puts it on him, and that's what they do, right? That's what they're supposed to do. They understand their role. But, yeah, I feel that just not depression, but maybe it is a slight depression. You heard Jamar Chase talk about it. He was like, man, I've never seen like him like this. Like, I got to, pick him up a little bit here. Like that, that's concerning. So we'll see what happens with him in his future. I don't think he goes anywhere. I just think they need a new coach with a new philosophy, somebody to get him hyped up again, to want to play football, to be excited about playing football. Because, man, if that ever happened to our quarterback guys, Josh Allen ever come out in a press conference, I mean, and to be honest with you, just for a sliver of a moment, Mikey, when he came out and said his grandma said he's not having fun, that was kind of read between the lines there, folks. Why would he say that, right? Like,
no one said, "Oh, poor Josh Allen." I feel
no, I get that, but I did. But I said, "Damn," like we felt for him. That's all I'm saying. No one's saying poor Burrow. I'm just saying I feel for him. Like I understand what's going on. You know what I mean?
Look, the national media.
Yeah, but I'm just saying if Josh ever got to that point where he goes on a post game or whatever, and he's just like, I don't know, guy. I don't like, you know what I mean? Like, we would go, fuck, dude. Like, you'd feel for him. You have to, right? It's human nature. So I'm just saying, I get your point, and guys, you can fan how you want to fan and think about how you want to. you know, I don't know. I feel for people like that. I understand their you know, I don't know.
Maybe it's just me complimenting. I can't say it now either.
See,
Now you're in my head. Now you're in my head.
right. It's such an easy word. I've said it a million times. Contemplating.
There you go.
Tongue twisters here on Friday Night Lights.
The defense. Like here's my issue.
Thank you.
For
by
the
way.
last 5 years, it's been shoved down my throat that Joe Burrow is the best quarterback in the league. Joe Burrow is number one. If Joe Burrow, but everywhere you return, Joe Burrow's the guy I'd go with. Joe Burrow. He's been healthy,
You're right.
has it, and hasn't been able. Like now, it's like, oh, his defense is bad.
Yeah.
So it's bad in Buffalo too. Guess what? Our guy still wins.
I agree. So that take, you know, me and you always agreed on that. Like I don't think Burrow is better than Allen as far as overall quarterback.
Burrow's
However,
better than Mahomes.
yeah, no. So I mean, look, people could think how they want to think, and I'm not gonna tell people they're idiots or whatever. Like if they feel that way, they feel that way. That's their opinion, and that's okay. But for me, how I always saw it was Burrow is a top 5 quarterback, no doubt about it. He's a special quarterback. The dude can make any throw. He's cool and calm under pressure. Like there's a lot of great traits when it comes to Burrow, but I think Allen overall, his game is better, right? Just overall, right? And just the things that Allen could do that Burrow can't, right? There's things that he just simply can't do. So, but yeah, Burrow's special, man. Burrow's for sure, when healthy, top 5. There's no doubt about it. But I think Allen is a top 3. You can argue that whatever position you want to rank him, but you go tier, and I'm with you on the tier list.
Yeah. Okay. I see. I think he's a really good quarterback. I think he's special with the elite weapons he has around him. I'd love to see what he looked like without him. Would he really be?
Yeah, maybe.
Like,
maybe
listen,
I have no idea.
Super accurate. You know, and he can stand in the pocket, and if he's protected, he can make all the throws.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but does that make him elite? Or is he elite because he throws 50-50 balls to 2 of the best wide receivers in the league?
Right. And that's a great question. And you know what? I don't know if we'll ever find out. You know what I mean? And I get your point. I totally understand your point. So but I'm not going to also kill him on it either, just because he's had these guys. It is what it is. You know what I mean?
No, I'm not going to kill him either, but I'm also not going to be like, oh, poor Joe Burrow. Like, I feel for the guy.
No, I get it.
He's having a rough go. Like, you made your bed, now you lie in it.
Yeah. But I mean, if we look at the best of the best that done it, they've all had, let's be real, they've all had unbelievable receivers. They've all had. I mean, if we're talking about the best of the best, Tom Brady had, I'm going to count Gronk as, because he's a Hall of Fame, unbelievable player. Randy Moss 1 year, but I'm going to go Gronk because he was there the longest. But Gronk was an unbelievable Hall of Fame, one of the best, if not the best, tight end to do it. Joe Montana had Jerry Rice. And Troy had Mike Irvin. Right, exactly. And I'm just naming one. Right. Yeah. Jim had Andre. For those times, so that's one thing,
Peyton
which
had
is
Marvin
disappointing.
And Reggie.
2 guys, right? You see my point? So they've all we don't know now. We assume because they're great. But they never had that where they went to a team where they just had garbage like our guy. And I'm not saying these guys are garbage that we have, but subpar, average to good.
You know one who has? You know one who has?
Who? Which guy? But Kelsey's on that list of greatness, though.
Yeah, but he has. Know. But the last couple of years, Kelsey hasn't been the same Kelsey.
You're right. He hasn't been the same Kelsey.
And say what you want about Mahomes, he hasn't had fantastic stats. But he's been clutch when he's needed to be clutch to get them where they need to get.
No, it's a great point. But their defense is also.
But you want to show me that you're an elite quarterback?
No, you're right. You're right. You're right.
I watched Patrick carry his team.
No, you're right. That's a great point. That's a good one. That's a good example. But like I said, though, it's not. There's not a lot, though. Is my point. We don't know because we have never. Dan Marino. You know what I would say? Dan Marino, maybe. Mark Clayton was really good, but he wasn't top tier great.
Was really good because he had.
Dan Marino. He wasn't great. Yeah. He wasn't a Marvin Harrison. You know what I mean? Like Marvin,
he's
not a Hall of Fame receiver.
Anywhere. Marvin would have done that anywhere. Mark Clayton doesn't do Mark Clayton things if he doesn't have Dan Marino.
Correct. So I think Dan's on that list, right? Of guys he didn't really have a lot.
Calvin would have. Yeah, I think Calvin would have done whatever Calvin did, but at a lot of places. Like we were talking about this last night. Puka. Is Puka Puka if he's not with Matt Stafford and Sean McVay? I don't believe so.
Right. You're right.
You know,
Yeah,
they run him
maybe
on probably like 4 different routes all game long. It's usually some sort of slant, a corner, a dig, or a stop.
And when guys are that open, it's kind of hard not to.
And they throw a lot of 50-50 balls to him that he uses his big body frame to go up and get.
Right. Yeah. You know who else too? Maybe I'm thinking of another guy, Warren Moon. Ernest Givens was good, but he wasn't great. Like, and Warren Moon was really
But
good.
I wouldn't
so
look at. I don't put Warren Moon in that.
No, I don't. But he's a Hall of Fame quarterback. I'm saying who didn't have like the greatest of the great to play with either. You know what I mean? He had talent, but it wasn't great.
Yeah.
But yeah, good point.
Vader, I'm with you on this. The whole Allen chokes, like they look at as the Bills as Allen. Allen gets the praise, or he gets the or he gets the shit. Because if anyone actually looks at Allen's stats, he's the greatest playoff quarterback ever.
Yeah, they're unbelievable. They're through the roof, right? And that's why I laugh when people say he chokes. Like I don't name the game. Like when was this? Because I forgot. Like even the plays that you would think, even last year's play when he
played really bad in 2 games. He played really bad in the AFC Championship game,
2020,
the first one, and he played really bad in that Cincinnati game. Yeah, he did. But outside of that, out of all the playoffs, he's played great in all the other ones.
He's played great. So the Houston one, I'll let that pass because he was second year in the league. But yeah, man. But either way, though, people fail to realize it's a team sport. Like I don't know why. You know, the only time I'll ever say a guy or I'll point a finger at one. If a guy is if it's continuing, meaning it's a constant thing where you're just playing terrible as a quarterback, like Lamar. Like I get the knock on him because he for whatever reason, playoffs hit and he makes mistakes. Too many.
You're waiting for him to get over that hump and play that Lamar level. Like it's in him.
Correct.
We've seen it in him. We're just waiting for it in the playoffs. At some point, you think he's going to break, just like we think of one of these days, the Bills are going to break through that glass ceiling and get over the hump. You're waiting for Lamar. If he can just get through that,
figure it out. Yeah.
Figure it out. You're like, okay,
Yeah.
The talent is there with Lamar. It's funny because the fan bases between, the Ravens and the Bills is wild on X. But like Lamar is special. Like that guy is so good. I don't know what's going on with him this year because he's struggling, especially lately.
This year's rough.
Like I don't know if he's just still playing through an injury or whatever the case because I don't follow him like that. But it's like not the Lamar that I know. But man, yeah, he's one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Burrow has the Kincaid gene.
Right. Right.
Yes, Morgan Fox did play. He played 15 snaps in one game, and we're like, yep, nope, we're good. We brought back Zach Lawson, and then we just signed Judon. So
what happened with Fox? Did we get rid of Fox already?
No, I don't think so. I think he's still on the practice squad.
He's back to practice squad?
Yeah,
he didn't do much.
We called him up that one game. He didn't do much, and we're like, yeah, nope.
Didn't do much. Yeah.
Didn't
offer much. Too bad, because I thought we'd get something from him.
Yeah. Walter says, everyone talks about how Burrow got past the Chiefs, but no one ever talks about how he played in the AFC Championship game because he's carried by his defense. That whole playoffs, he was carried by his defense. And it's why Burrow went to him and said, we need more on offense. But by going more on offense, you lost your defense.
You
couldn't afford it.
I'm with that. Yeah. And that's the tricky part about the NFL, though, Mikey. It's like, that's why Tom Brady, say what you want about him, but he did take pay cuts. He took lower salary to kind of make it work for the rest of the team to make a good, well-rounded and well-rounded team. And I think Allen would do the same in time. He'll take some pay cuts and make it work where it's like, hey, we got to get this job done. If it's my salary that's hurting it, I'll work with. Let's make it happen. Give me somebody here. Let's do a pay cut. I got to win a Super Bowl. You know what I mean? So. I'll make my money, outside of right. I'll make more when I go to retire because trust me, Josh Allen's going to make loads of money when he's done with this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, all right, we gotta get to some of these chats.
Yeah, let's do it.
Judon is on spend cycle as DN4. You could do worse, I suppose. That's my nice thing Roy said all night. That might be the nicest thing Roy has said all night long.
Hey, Roy. Good guy.
Kincaid's injury prone officially. Yes, he is. And he's back on the injury report again, which is wild to me.
Yeah, dude just cannot stay healthy, man. I don't get it.
Sure, welcome every washed edge. Mate, we're hoping one of them actually hits and has something left in the tank.
Right. Yeah. I mean, at this point, bro, that's all we can do. I mean, there ain't no magical guy out there. Trust me.
No, Gronk was asked to come back. He was asked to come back by Buffalo, and he was asked to come back by Cincinnati. And he said
Was
no.
he?
Yeah.
That ship has sailed.
Yeah.
He's been out of the league a little bit.
We root Rivers. I liked Rivers.
Dude.
But
So
man, it looked
he
rough.
surprised me. But he
looked
is
rough.
He has the dad bod going on. When he had to get out of the pocket, that
He struggled in his prime to get out of the
that
pocket.
was bad, bro. But game manager getting the ball out, getting there where it needs to go. He did a good job. I'm not going to deny that. But I'll be honest with you. If I'm a defense, I am bringing pressure pretty
all
much
day.
the whole game. I am just,
because he also doesn't have the arm to go deep anymore. It's all
he
underneath.
doesn't. Yeah, I am throwing that. I am hit. No offense, man, Rivers, but I am probably trying to take you out of the game quickly.
The Texans this week.
Yeah,
It'll be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, it's gonna be rushed.
Jason Lee came in and says Buffalo has the pieces, just don't know how to use them all correctly. I don't think we have the pieces outside. Now, could we still make it to the Super Bowl and win the Super Bowl? Yes, because we have a monster at quarterback. And we have an elite running back. We have a really good offensive line. If we play the ball control up tempo, we have a couple good tight ends, so we can run through that. And then we just need our wide receivers to make a splash play here or there, and we'll be okay. But we don't have all the pieces, and we definitely don't have on defense.
No, we have scattered pieces. Like I like. You know what I mean? It's just not enough of them, right? It's not enough to complete the puzzle, right? And I think that's our biggest problem, right? We're missing a lot of pieces to the puzzle, right? So it's like we're almost there.
So we're grabbing scissors and we're cutting it to make the piece fit.
We're trying to squeeze the puzzle.
We have gone to another puzzle. We pulled out pieces. And we're like, can they fit in? We'll use the paintbrush to paint it in to make it look right.
Yeah, we open up an old used
puzzle to find a piece that could fit in there, and then we'll use the paintbrush to make it look like it was supposed to be there. Yeah.
Here's an edge. Here's Judon.
Here's Shaq. Here's Morgan. Here's Adrian Mathis.
Come on, squeeze get in there.
No, we're like, hey, let's take our second round 3 tech and put him at D end.
Yeah, I think that piece could fit in the puzzle. Come on, Sanders. Oh my God.
Can you imagine if we had Lamar and McDermott still a head coach? The postseason choke job would be legendary. I don't know if McDermott would know how to use Lamar. Honestly,
God no. He'd want him fucking not running. It would be my God, that would be terrible. Lamar would be out there looking like Joe Burrow on his press conferences. Get me out of here.
Honestly, though, if we had Lamar, as good as Lamar is and as good as he was his rookie year and on, I don't know. We win a bunch of those games. Josh's physicality and his size. Led us to a lot of that, like just the way he was, led us to saved McDermott's job many times. If we had any other quarterback than Josh here, I'm not sure McDermott still has a job.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, and that's what's so concerning though. To be honest with you, in this Allen era we're in, the way he plays, like you just said, physical, he could take the hits, but eventually. That's going to run out eventually,
and we better surround him with better players, so he doesn't have to do that. Because right now it's
correct. And like when we talk about Allen in his prime, I don't know if it's like a Tom Brady in his prime because it's different. He's different than Brady. He runs. He's physical. Like Brady had a great offensive line that protected him well. They had a great scheme, right? He knew how to get the ball. Like. Allen's just different, right? He takes way more abuse than Brady ever did.
But he shows that he can do some of that. Like, you know who takes a lot of abuse the way Josh takes it? Matt Stafford.
Long term,
yeah. Long term. Matt Stafford is taking as much abuse as Josh has. He just did it from the pocket. He's just done it from the pocket.
True, but I agree with that. He has taken a lot of hits throughout his career.
And, you know, I think Josh could play like Stafford if he had the weapon Stafford had.
Yeah, but I also
38.
don't feel. I just don't think he's. Yeah, but Allen still has that dog in him where he's running and he's taking on defenders.
Today.
You know what I mean? Today, that's what I'm saying. Can Allen control that though when he's starting to age and starting to feel it more? Right. That's what I'm saying. So I still think. I don't know if his career will be short like Cam was. I think it'll be longer. But
Josh is already almost at the age Cam was.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So I think it'll, you know, I'm talking about just being his prime altogether. So, yeah, I just that does concern me is all I'm saying. We need to like get the job done here. You can't just keep going season after season because eventually that injuries do catch up. They just do. It's a part of football. You know, you can't look at Patrick Mahomes. No, who thought Patrick Mahomes? And that's a non-contact injury. It happens. You know what I mean? Dan Marino had a non-contact. Micah Parsons. That's what I'm saying. So, like, it happens, man. The thing is, Mikey, it's years and years of just abuse on your body, right? Eventually, your Achilles goes, nah, yeah, today's not the day, bro. I'm done, dude.
Okay, I want to hit something before we move on to
next
go ahead. The Cam thing. I hear Cam, it's the accumulation of hits. People forget Cam was in that really bad car accident and hurt his shoulder. That's what no one talks about it. Remember when he flipped his car and almost killed himself? And he hurt his shoulder real bad? That's what limited Cam's career, not the hits. Like people talk about the hits but no one ever wants to talk about that car accident that he was in.
True.
That really,
I'm with you on that one.
What did that to him?
I also think he got a little bit cocky, a little bit overboard on what he can do.
Ever this elite passer,
right? But I think he thought in his mind he went to that place where he's like that today.
Now. Yeah, he's struggling now because he's like, how does Phillip Rivers get a job?
Right,
I didn't get a phone call.
Right, so it's like, dude, calm down, bro.
But Kaepernick's been saying that for years.
Yeah, well, once again, calm down, bro. You weren't. I remember we played Kaepernick when he came back and Bills destroyed him. Remember that game?
Kaepernick was a really good running quarterback, and when they ran the read option when it first came into the league, and then people figured that out. He was never a really good passer either.
Defense is caught on really quick, and you just see his decline. And then when he tried to make the comeback and the Bills played him, dude, he was done. And I think that's why a lot of NFL teams saw it go, yeah.
Chewy wants to know, do you think we played Trubisky if we're up a lot? If we're up a lot, yeah. We'll put Trubisky in.
Absolutely, they will.
But
They're not.
I have yet to believe that the Bills can be up by a lot.
Right. Like we're just routing a team. Yeah, it hasn't happened in a while.
This year. I fear Jackson, Burrow, Mahomes, but they can't hurt us now. Well, Jackson still's got a shot.
He does. Yep.
You know, signing June means we can move Sanders back to DT. Yes, it does, Spin. That's what I'm so excited about this. And it means we have a higher floor at DN4. Whether it's Shaq or it's Judon, I don't care. Either one. Both of those guys give you a higher floor at your defensive end for than what we currently have. And that's
Absolutely.
Also, Chase Lentz went on IR today, which means we're probably going to see McCole Hardman back this week returning punts. Good. So we might actually have an actual punt returner for the first time in a long time. Just
don't muff it, McCole, again. You know, I know you want to show out, but let's keep the ball in your hands. Please.
This is where Tommy goes. They don't need to be there to hurt the Bills. We have McD to do it for them. Yeah, right. Like we don't need him going down the rabbit hole on that one.
Right.
McDermott can't
any more than stop it. Dog, look, he's getting you going now, Mike. Roy knows how to. Roy knows what he's doing, bro. With you,
Knows how to push some buttons.
He does.
How can we keep our kickers held as funny?
Oh, I forgot about that.
Guy healthy at practice. Holy shit!
Oh, the kicker that we signed. What's his name? Badgley. Okay, so the good, he's good between what 10 and 35 or 10 and 40. The bad, he's bad really past 45 and. Or did they say 45 and like past 45? He's
he used to,
pretty
when
awful.
When he was in LA, he was good.
Well, those numbers got really bad past 45. So we got to really hope that Prater, not that Prater's Mr. Awesome, but
he's consistent.
Was Badgley the best option out there? He's consistent. Yeah. I mean,
like
Badgley's the best.
It's bad out there right now. It's bad out there.
I mean, what do you think about Tucker? I guess he wanted to go in the locker room, right? That's probably why. I know he had a bad season the year, but at least he has a leg, though. He still kick him.
He has that. He's that whole lawsuit pending.
I know.
No one's touching him.
No one's touching him. Right. Well, somebody's touching him. Oh.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
Heyo.
Yeah, I'm actually excited for Hardman's return too, and not just from a return perspective. We dialed it up and just missed a big shot to him in his first game. Like, I'm excited for the Hardman return. He brings a different style of receiver to us that can play outside I'm cool with as well.
I want to see Gabe though. I back up. I got to be honest with you. I think we're better with Gabe out there than without him. I mean, I know he hasn't been like unbelievable, but I just feel like
he's our best
a better
blocker.
option.
He's also our best wide receiver.
Yeah.
I want Coleman and Gabe. I want Hardman. I want Shakir. And I want Palmer to go sit down until he's healthy. He's not
Me too.
Healthy.
He provides nothing while maybe when he gets healthy, we'll see a different Palmer, but right now
he is not healthy. It's back to that Curtis Samuel up and down yo-yo bullshit from last year where you could tell he wasn't healthy, but they kept running him out there. Like, we have 7 wide receivers on our active roster. Sit him down until he's freaking healthy.
Absolutely. Yeah. And if he's not, then it is what it is. I mean,
put the other 2 guys up, Shavers up, like those 3 guys on the outside, then you have Hardman and you have Shakir. Like, I'm fine with that group.
Right.
Then you have Cook.
You saw Lazard got waived too by the Jets. That guy. Oh man. A lot of people getting cut, by the way.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Cook has been winning downfield, but Cook dropped an easy one last week, right in his breadbasket.
Mm-hmm.
Can't do that. If you're not going to hold on the ball, you're not going to get the ball.
Correct. Yeah.
Doesn't Cook serve as a threat? He does, and I want to see more of James Cook too. I want to see more of James Cook out of the backfield. Like, I loved the touchdown pass to him out of the backfield last week. Like, we need to get that guy back into the passing game more. He is so dynamic with the ball in his hand and in space. You need to get that guy the ball more rather than just handing it off to him. Throw it to him.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm 100% with you on that one as well. Got to get the backs more involved, and you got to start honestly going with what is honestly what's working the most in the passing game, which is the tight ends. I want to see more Knox. I want to see more Kincaid when healthy.
I want to see
and
more,
I give in the third time.
Haas.
Yeah, Haas. Yeah, because the thing is, teams aren't really looking for Haas to do much, right? He's known as but he could be that guy to get you a couple, couple passes that are important during a game that the defense is sleeping on him. It happened in Seattle last night. That's 2-point conversion. They weren't paying attention to the blocking tight end who leaked out late. Perfect play call. Patient, boom, wide open. Nobody's paying attention to that guy. That's what Halls does. Halls is a bit, and bro, he's caught everything thrown his way, I believe. So I'm good with it.
Roy. Appreciate you being on here.
Hey, you be good, brother.
And
we're gonna get out of here soon, too, guys. I'm gonna watch the Paul fight.
Do we have? I think we have what? I think we have 6 right now.
I'm not sure. I
think we have 6. I think we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a 7. I don't think we have a 6 next year. I think we moved it.
Okay.
But it's still early for me to figure all that shit out.
All right. You want to get to the X Factors and then score? Guys, real quick in the chat, go ahead and put your score predictions now because we're going to get out of here soon. I got a fight to watch here, and I'm a little droggy.
What fight? What fight's going on tonight?
Probably not a good one because it's probably rigged. But Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua
I
on
will
Netflix.
never watch a Jake Paul fight.
I know, but it's free, so I'm gonna watch it. So, and whatever, I got nothing better to do. So,
If Anthony doesn't destroy him,
then it's rigged, 100,000% fixed. Yeah, and it probably will be, but I'll watch it for shits and giggles. All right, X Factors, Mikey, go for it. And guys, score prediction, go ahead and throw that in the chat.
X Factors. I'm going to say Hardman if he's back.
Wow,
I think he's going to have.
Okay,
he's going to have an explosive return, and he's going to have an explosive offensive play. I don't think he's going to be like he's going to be like he's going to be like Shaheed was last night. Not going to be the most targeted, but he was an X factor last night for Seattle.
Okay, I like it.
I'll take Hardman, and then on defense, I think it's gonna be Joey Bosa again. I really do.
Ooh, a Bosa sighting.
I think Joey back played limited snaps last week. Got through it, came through it really good. I think Joey's gonna start to get healthier and healthier, and he's gonna be an X factor. He may not have a bunch of stats and a bunch of sacks and stuff, but I think he's gonna be an X factor.
So this is an interesting one for me.
You know who's back on
this is a game where Myles Garrett could break the record, single season sack record. He needs a sack and a half, I believe. I'm going to go X factor offensive line. I think they're taking this serious. Ooh. I don't think they want it to get on. I don't think they want it to be on Josh, right? The game against the Bills where the offensive line let Garrett break the NFL record on them. So I'm going to just call it offensive line as a whole. I think they're going to take this game, like I said, to heart, right? And do the best they can to prevent Garrett from breaking it against the Buffalo Bills. Their offensive line, they do not want that on their resume, right? They just don't. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to go offensive line. I think that's a good one. On defense, you got to get after Shedeur here. He's going to make mistakes. So I'm going to go with Milano again. Bring Milano up with some pressures. Get after Shedeur. Get another sack or two. Get him rattled. Make him force him to make some mistakes. Because the one thing about Shedeur, and one thing I did not like from him in college, and this is why I just didn't.
I love the Milano.
Yeah,
call. I do. I love
why
it.
He goes backwards, Shedeur. He holds the ball way too long.
Yeah.
And he goes back and back. And he makes
also why I think Bosa could have a game because he holds the ball longest than anybody in the NFL. It's like 3.1 seconds. And
he goes backwards. Back. Like that's what he did in college. And that's why I was like, ain't going to work in the NFL, bro. You ain't getting away from these NFL linemen. They're freaks, bro. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to go Milano on this one. But you're right. Bosa could get after him, too.
No, who else could get him? Benford's back.
Oh, you're right. Benford on a corner. But yeah, I like that, too. And they've been sending him, too. But I'll stick with mine. I'll go Milano.
Yeah, I didn't think about this, and I probably should have went with it. James Cook could be in the rushing yards rushing league leader by the end of this week.
Yeah, because he was only 50 yards short, right?
Not even 50 yards. I think he was like 30-something yards.
Okay. So, yeah, depending on the game, you're right. He could take, wow, that's great for him. Good job. Prediction, score prediction. What do you got?
I want to hit this.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
TMC asks, am I wrong and ignored to be disappointed in Sanders?
TJ.
Yeah, early, yes. Late, no. Early, no, you're not wrong to be disappointed. Late, yes, because they're playing him out of position lately. Early season, no, he just wasn't good in D tackle. He just wasn't good. But lately, it's hard to be disappointed when they play him out of position.
I'm with Mikey on that, and I also feel like he's a guy that needs a little bit of work. I think he has the tools in the shed to be a good player. I don't know about great, but he does have some explosive moves off the line. I've seen him in college. That's why I was excited about him coming on our team on the NFL. But I think he needs work. I think he needs to improve his game in the offseason, whatever kind of camp he needs to go to. outside of Buffalo, to improve his game, he needs to do that because I think he can. I don't think he's reached his ceiling. I think his ceiling is pretty high on what he can do. So we'll see what happens to him. But right now, I don't think you see it this year. I think he needs a little bit of time to develop. So, but I'm not truly disappointed in him. No.
Yeah. Who's sitting for Hardman? That's the $1 million question right now, Chewy. We have no idea.
It is.
I never thought we were in. I was surprised to see Gabe sit last week. I think it's gonna be some sort of rotation. I really do. I think there's gonna rotate.
It might be per game. Yeah.
Yep.
Depending on the matchup. Yep.
If only James Cook could catch well.
Yeah. What do you got on the score prediction? We'll get out of here.
Score prediction. I think it's gonna be something like 31-24, and we're gonna be like, how the hell was it that close?
Yikes. And
this is the Bills defense, brother.
I get it. I'm with you.
They
And
have an
Shador's gonna look
explosive young running back. I don't think it's gonna be the passing game at all. I think
but
Shador's gonna struggle. It's that
we're
it's that
weird
running game.
You're right. They have a good running game too. We're just a weird team though. Like we let guys play better than they normally do for some odd reason.
Closer to the Pittsburgh game where we just run away with it and we smack them down. But like something tells me maybe 31-17.
It's going to be closer than it should be. Yeah.
I don't think we're going to score like a 40 burger or 50 burger because our defense is good.
Right.
But
Cleveland got rocked last week. I forget who they played, but they got destroyed and Shador did terrible.
Yeah, the Bears. The Bears,
right? Smoked them. So I'll go. It's in Cleveland. Probably going to be shitty weather, but that kind of suits us as well. I'll go 33-17 Bills. 33-17.
Okay. We have a 37-18, 17-7.
17. Yikes.
We only scored 17.
There we go.
17. Yep. Right. Chad and I are kind of, on the same 34-17.
There we go.
34-17.
I like that.
All right. I like it.
That's
my prediction. Big dubs.
Big dubs. All right, guys. We're going to get to the Real Men of Genius, and then we're going to get out of here. We appreciate you guys rocking with us tonight. Much better show. Mikey was lit. I kind of woke up a little bit too. Thank you so much for joining us, man. You do, man. I missed you last week, man.
Bring it out of you. Oh, dude, I was bad on Monday. I couldn't stand up. I was throwing up every time I stood up. It was horrible.
Nah, you're cool, man. You get a pass. Though the chat was a little mean.
Yeah, the chat was a little mean, calling me like the Bills. Always injured. Ooh, DG says a 40 burger.
Damn. Okay. All right.
So,
big dubs. All right, you guys ready for the Real Men of Genius? So we'll get out of here. All right, here we go. Real Men of Genius. What am I going to play? All right, here we go. Real Men of Genius.
Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Basketball Shoe Designer.
Mr. Basketball Shoe Designer.
Every year you make staggering advances in technology, like air, more air, slightly less air, and a separate air chamber for maximum air.
She's gonna blow.
Good ball handling skills, sound fundamentals, a killer outside shot. All completely useless unless we're wearing your sneakers.
I got a 2-inch vertical.
They're designed to last for a decade, which is just about the time we'll have them paid off.
I'm living in my van.
So crack open an ice cold Bud Light, oh Sultan of the sneaker. We may never make a layup, but your shoes will always be a slam dunk.
Mr. Basketball Shoe Designer.
Bud Light beer at Anheuser-Busch.
You know what's funny about that? They do market it, those shoes, like you're going to be crossing it over.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be dunking it. Right? If you just pump up your shoe, you got this extra little bubbles on the bottom. It's such bullshit.
Oh, it was Walter who called me injury prone.
Oh, was it? Injury prone. Yeah, I got a good laugh, and I wasn't even feeling good then. I'm like, that's funny.
Mike. It's injury prone, Mike.
Yeah. Oh my
All
god.
good, brother. All good.
All right, let's see here.
It does roll off. Night, Bob.
Have a good night, brother. All right, last one, and we'll get out of here. Let's see here.
You see Oklahoma, Bama tied at 17 in the third quarter.
Are they okay?
Oklahoma jumped out 17-0 on them. Bama's come back.
Last one of the night, guys, and we're getting out of here. Here we go. It's a video.
Budweiser presents Real Men of Genius.
Real man of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Really Bad Toupee Wearer.
Mr. Really Bad Toupee Wearer.
More than any neon sign or exploding scoreboard ever could, your chrome dome cover says, "Hey guys, look at me."
What could you be thinking?
You think it looks natural, but it couldn't look phonier if it had a chin strap.
Look at you.
Made of space-age fibers, it can repel anything. Rain, wind, snow, and especially young women.
I don't think so.
So crack open a nice cold Budweiser, Mr. Stud in a rug. Then crack open another for that thing in your head.
I don't think it's so strange.
Oh my god, it's so funny, bro.
In a rug. That works.
All right, guys. Hey, we appreciate you guys rocking with us. Tomorrow, Saturday at noon, AFC East Shakedown. You definitely want to be here. Juan said you're going to see the normal Juan again. He's back to being normal Juan after the Patriots lost to the Bills. If you don't know, Mikey,
did he come down?
he's been cocky Juan. We knocked him down. He's no longer cocky Juan. He's back to normal Juan.
I'll be
He
honest.
said so.
He's one of my favorites. I'm glad he's back.
Yeah, he's great.
I love one. I'm glad he's back.
I missed him, man. But yeah, he's back to being regular Juan. So we'll see how that goes
It'll
tomorrow
be
at noon.
After they go in and beat down the Ravens, he'll be back to
Oh,
pumping his
cocky
chest
Juan.
out. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so the votes, by the way, we are closing the votes, and 45 votes, 93% said yes, 7 said no.
Okay,
So-
if they can vote, I would love to see 45 likes.
Oh, you're right. Guys, come on. Hit the likes. Subscribe, the notification bell. We always forget to tell you, but Mikey just reminded us to tell you. So thank you for that, Mikey.
Yeah.
And then Sunday, obviously, pregame, I will be on with King Aramis. I will be doing the live. I guess I'll just, have another stream and go live. Watch
Yeah.
party for
And
the
I'll tell
Cleveland
you,
game.
If the Bills are smoking them, you might see me in the second half.
There you go, Mikey. Mikey might even chop it up with me for a second. Who knows? Anyways, and then post game, I'll have a separate link. So look for all that. If you hit the notification bell, you'll know everything. And we will see you guys. Me and Mikey will see you back here on Sunday, and I'll see you guys here tomorrow. AFC Shakedown. Bills Mafia, you guys are the best. We love you, and as always, go Bills. We're out of here. Peace.
Go Bills.
Just let your soul glow. Just let it shine through. Just let your